Thanks for stopping by. I just wanted to talk some about our tutoring program to give you some more information. So if you failed the NCLEX, or maybe you just need some additional tutoring to help you pass your test the first time, then we're here to help. So how it works is, first we do an assessment, and then we plan the best way for you to pass your test. We're going to talk some about how we tutor, and then we're going to talk about our guarantee. So how we assess is pretty simple. We review how you did the last time you took your NCLEX. You'll complete a self-assessment. What that is it basically says, this is what I'm good at, this is how long I've been studying, this is how many NCLEX exams I've taken before. Then you'll take two 75 question practice exams. You'll use Saunders for that. Again, Saunders is, if you want us to tutor you, then you'll want to purchase that book, because we use it not only to for the questions they have, great questions. It also has basically a comprehensive overview of everything that you've learned in nursing school, and we use that to help teach you and highlight things that you may need to work on. We'll compile all those together and we create a plan for you. Okay, so your NCLEX results tell a lot about how you did. We want to know. You'll send us the sheets that you got from the exam center, and you'll tell us about how many questions that you had, and about how long that you took the test. Now, for the NCLEX, you know that when you come in, you start like here, we'll say. Okay, you answer a question, you get it right. This is the pass-fail line. You get a harder question, you answer another one, you miss it, etc. Miss another one, get one right, miss another one, get one right. So, like so. Based on how you answered the previous question is whether the next question will be quote unquote easier or harder than the previous one. Okay, so use an example. A lady that we tutored for she was an LPN, taking the LPN test, which we do tutor LPNs too. She was from New York City. She had 3 kids, a single mom, and so we tutored her. Well, basically, we figured out from her, she had taken the NCLEX test twice. And of course there's a hard time limit that's here, and wherever you're at the hard time limit, so let's say you get 75, say this is the 75 question point and you're up here, then the test stops. If you get to the 75 question point and you're down here, then the test continues until you're continuously above the line. Okay, so what she did was, we figured out that she was probably she had the time limit. There's a hard time limit, also there's a max number of questions. She would answer about 125 questions, and we figured that this was what her last bit looked like. Okay, so we got that from her. She did the assessment test, and so what we figured was that she knew the content. It was the fact that the questions, now she had heard or whatever about different ways to look at questions, and so she was thinking too much about each question. She knew the answer, but then she was trying to use, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like question strategies or whatever, and she would think way too hard about each answer. So our goal for her was to answer more questions before the time ran out. that was the plan from the beginning. So what we did was we focused on getting her to answer questions quicker so that she wouldn't think about each question too long. That was the plan, and we of course implemented the plan. So we also do test results. This is from Saunders. Basically, you'll take these till you're tired of them, but each of them tells us, okay, like for example, for the client needs type questions, we got 60%, which for Saunders is good. Here's a 50%, so we would try harder on this. Here was a 54%, 45%. And based on the results of these two things, what we do is we create a plan that is specific for you. Each plan is different. Each student is different. You're different. You study and what have you is different than someone else. So for her, we made a plan and outlined, I think we had 60 days before her test. So we outlined things that she needed to study and look at each day. We include some breaks because, hey, everyone needs a break. And we sent it to her. We'll focus more on what you need help with, but review everything just to be sure. We want to make sure you can study 2 to 4 hours a day. We'll also teach you how to study smarter, and we'll provide you with a custom calendar that we create just for you. So how do we tutor? A couple different ways. We'll email you a schedule, and you pick out the hours that you want each week. We normally work from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so we're pretty busy, but we always will have slots. So you'll pick the slots that you want, and then we can tutor you either using Google Hangouts, or we can give you a call. So we like Google Hangouts because one thing we can do is save the Hangout that we've done so that you can review it again. You don't have to be on video or whatever, but we do want to, we show you our screen and you show yours, and we'll teach you how to do that. It's pretty simple. What we did with her, the LPN student, is we telephoned her. It was kind of funny, generally I called her like at 4:30 or 5 each morning before she went to work. She worked at, it wasn't called Walmart, but it was like a big retail store. So we would call her before that we went to work, and then we would go over things with her, help her, etc. But when we tutor is basically up to you and the time that we're available. Again, what we'll do is we'll send, when you start, we'll send you out a spreadsheet that has some times we're not available, times we are available. Each week is slightly different because, again, we tutor folks all the time. So anyway, we can tutor you with Google Hangouts or by telephone, and also you get access to our boot camp. Again, our boot camp is here. Again, if you've not had a chance to check it out, you should. Start with an assessment, and then it's broken down into weeks, and each week we basically go by the Saunders book, break each of the chapters or subsections down, and then we basically go through it. Here's maternity, here's peds, then we basically go through all the body systems, and within each of these you'll see we have a video, basically lectures you about the things, and then we have like here, if you need help with anatomy, the diseases. If you use flashcards, we have those. Pinterest is a great tool. Videos, here's a 13-part series if you need some review. And then we have questions that you need to answer, and also additional questions. Okay, and what you should read from the book the next time. So again, this is broken down into daily things you study, and again, I like it. Also, you can ask us questions anytime. So with her, I'll just show you this. Here's where we were talking to her. As you can see, we had a whole lot of conversations during the time we were tutoring her. One thing she had questions about was she would, as she were doing her questions, she would take pictures like so of questions that she had trouble with, and she would want to know why. For example, here she had a question about DIC, and she answered it this way, and the real answer was this way. So she would wonder why and ask for us to explain it. So again, that's what we did quite a number of times. And the day before her test, we big deal too. A lot of people don't have confidence, and so we try to inspire confidence. And one of the ways we do that is the more questions that you answer, the more practice tests that you do, the better prepared that you are. So anyway, the day before the test, she was of course freaking out. We called her a couple of times that day just to encourage her or whatever, send her things that she needs to know, remember, what have you. Anyway, she ended up passing the test, and of course after the test everybody says they failed. That's what she said. I failed. I said no, you didn't. I asked her how many questions she had. I think it was like 105 or something, 110, and the test cut off, and she was freaking out. And I said no, that's a good thing. That is a good thing that your test quit. And so anyway, she passed. She has a job now as an LPN, and so again, that was pretty cool. But questions, you can email us questions, or you can message us. One thing, like I told her, I tell everyone, is we may not get to you right away. In fact, if you send us a question, I might send you a note that says, hey, we're in a tutor session till noon. Please ask all the questions that you want to, and then at noon we'll answer them. Okay? And or if I don't even have a chance to respond, you'll know that when I have a chance, an hour or 2 hours, then we'll get back to you, because our goal is to help you pass. I love it when I hear someone that says, hey, you know, we passed your test. Okay, so that's how we tutor. The guarantee, if you don't pass after the first time that you take the test, then we'll tutor you the same number of sessions that you had previously. So if you had like 10 sessions, you failed, then the next time we'll do 10 sessions with you again, and until you pass your test. Okay, so hopefully that answers your questions that you have. If you have any additional questions, you can leave it as a comment on the page that you found this on. If you want something customized or done a little differently, we've done 6-month tutor plans or year-long tutor plans. So again, we aim to help you, and again, our goal is to help you pass your test. Again, hope you have a great day, and until next time.